What do you feel is the hardest part about growing up as a boy? I grew up without a father, or any father figure at that. I don't know anything about mechanical stuff, carpentry stuff, all that jazz. Another one is to not show any weakness to other people. You're gonna be called weak when you do that and be told to, man up. Becoming comfortable as a man. Growing up I always had an image in my head of what a man should be, should look like. As I aged I began to notice that I didn't match up to that image. I'm 27 and it's still something I struggle with today. Being yourself. There is brutal pressure to be a certain way from your peers and even adults. If that's not you, you're fucked. I was weak and skinny and socially awkward and was bullied constantly till I finished high school. The teachers knew and didn't do anything about it. A complete lack of the love language of physical touch. Words of affirmation are also quite uncommon. The other three are quality time, gifts, and acts of service. But if those aren't your main languages you end up massively unloved despite how caring your parents are because you never hear it in a way that resonates most with you. Your worth is gauged by the utility you provide to others. You do not possess intrinsic value as an individual. You must provide, you must be dependable, you do not have permission to fail. When you realize that nobody cares about you and you are all alone with all your troubles and will get ostracized if speak about them because you are suddenly a man and not a boy. Unable to express your feelings properly without being called a pussy. Being ostracized for being bad at sports. No one gives a shit about you and you're going to have to accommodate a lot of other people while simultaneously being the bad guy. Not getting positive compliments or kind words said to you ever. When we stoop low because of self-esteem issues and depression, nobody, not even your closest of friends and your actual family really seem to give a single shit if you are on the edge of a breakdown. We just get told by society that when we are upset, to suck it up because men are strong. That shit fucks with you. I'm a high student in school, but I frequently feel like a failure, and I don't know where to turn to get help when I'm crying in my bed after coming home from a long day at work. There is a reason that the male suicide rate is a consistent 3 times higher than female across the globe. There is a problem, it needs to be addressed, we all need to change. Learning that you do not have to be like your father. You don't have to follow his footsteps in his career, you don't have to have the same hobbies, you don't have to screw up like he did, you can be different. And most important of all, you do not have to achieve everything he did. Even if he was a great father, you don't have to live up to his reputation. For me it was growing up without a father. That in itself wasn't too bad, but all of my mom's friends were also single parents and they all had girls. So when the hens got together, it was me with a bunch of girls. It really sucked because the moms had this girl power BS going on, so they constantly had a lot of fun at my expense. They constantly would egg the girls to somehow belittle me, so it gave them some kind of empowerment over men in general. It wasn't until I wasn't my late teens I figured out these girls were total idiots. One got married at 17, a few of them got pregnant. Not a nice period in my life. At some point your mother kisses you goodbye and that's the last time anyone really cares how you're feeling. Lack of a strong male role model in my personal life. Classroom boners for absolutely no fucking reason. I was like a negotiator trying to talk my dick down off a ledge 5 minutes before the bell. FML smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes.